Okay, Mr. Brian, I'm gonna do a video the best I can, buddy. Um, Here's a bunch of stuff from the local Radio Shack I got, a bunch of fuses, some connectors, a crap ton of different valued resistors. I pretty much bought out all their resistors. There's some caps and some other stuff in there. I think there's some ferrite chokes and some antenna hardware, fuses, some switches, all kinds of different stuff in there. I'll start with the test bench first. Have the frequency generator, or whatever you want to call it there, the B&K one. It's actually really clean. Yeah, signal generator. Above that is a basically brand spanking new digital oscilloscope. Now, if you're using oscilloscope, digital is the way to go because you can make it auto do reading, just auto, not having to mess with settings, which is really nice to do. Bench counter, just some meters I use for the bench. Got the Atlas, Peak Atlas transistor checker, pair of P3000s RF applications, which work great. They're in like brand new condition. Soldering station. Let's see what else here. This is a brand new power supply I had built, variable output, 72 amp I believe. It goes, I think, from like 10 to 20 volts and 72 amps. Let's see here. Over here we got all the fancy part spins here. I have probably close to 500 or 600 LEDs. These are all white. Lots of resistors, lots of little caps. This is an entire draw of protection diodes, like for Cobra 29s and stuff. Can never have too many of those. Mic tester. Another set of meters. Everybody needs one of these signs. Those two radios on top I use for hunting, so those aren't for sale, but all kinds of stuff in the parts bins, PL259s, resistors, caps, you name it, it's kind of in there. Over here, and this other parts bin, knobs, case screws, probably a couple of thousand case screws, whole stack of IRF 520s, couple of pills in there. I believe there's a 2290, one of those ones for the RM Italy ones, there's in there. Brand new set of MOSFETs out of, what the heck was it? A Midnight Special MOSFET. Sorry, I dropped something. Super scanner box. These are all 5mm. The rest of these are all 3mm, and there's also a crap ton of them in there. And then I have lots of parts radio. Well, I shouldn't say lots. 5 or 6. This guy right here is like brand spanking new, has no transmit, don't know what's going on with it, but it's really a nice radio. That one's got a cold solder somewhere. Other than that, it works perfect. The birds with the peak kit and 2 slugs, 50 and 1,000. Peak kit in the back, switches are in the back. Here's where I put the switches. That way they were just a little bit, a little less inconspicuous. Of course, the $29.95 I just bought from you, that since I got another one of those, I don't really touch it, even though it's a fantastic radio. The D104 Special, let me move my coffee cup here. That's in good shape. Some hi-fi gear, if you're interested in that. This is an all-in-one preamp, compressor, and an EQ all together. It's a pretty badass little unit. Here's another one for running like external speakers and stuff. The bottom one, I use the top one for this radio. This power supply I keep because that's what runs the ICOM. 6-position switch. MFJ power strip. I have 2 or 3 of the 2-position MFJs. I have big 5 farad digital cap with LED readout back there. I don't know if you'd be interested in that, but it's nice when you're running a big power supply on amps. Studio monitors, if you're interested, I use them for my external speakers because they just sound so much better. They're not super cheap though. They're pretty nice. And I'm thinking that's about it for right now. I've got a couple of bins here. One, I've got a whole bunch of mics in there. There's some Galaxy mics and some other mics and a couple of desk mics. As far as I know, everything works. I can't remember. Sorry, my office is thrashed right now. See this one, bunch of external speakers, some new in the box, some not, a PA speaker, some mounting brackets new in the package, some other stuff in there. And then I have another one that's got a couple of parts like 29s and stuff in it, nothing major. So that's kind of about it right now. So I mean, we all know what this stuff goes for, but you know, if you wanted to do a package deal, I'm sure we could work something out. I can't really think of anything else besides, you know, you got the parts bins over there and some miscellaneous stuff. Then the test bench stuff. Let's see here, and then of course 2095 and birds. So I don't know what a guy wants to offer, but I don't know. We'll find out and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon. Bye.